Oh boy, I tell you, you would swear I took the last 2 months off based on all the news that came flooding into my inbox over the last week. And it is absolutely crazy. Amazon Ads has just rolled out 2 new features you need to be absolutely aware of. Self-publishing is on the rise according to Publishers Weekly. Also, there has been some recent Amazon community guidelines changes that you should be aware of, and this is more important to those folks that are using platforms like Pubbly, Get Books Reviewed, GetAuthenticReviews.com, and so forth. So any of those review platforms, you're going to want to pay attention to this one here. And also, there are tons of deals, and I'm going to share a few of those deals and share even more information about how you can get dozens more this coming Black Friday. All that in self-publishing news for November the 25th of 2024. And of course, before we jump right on into things, I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Book Award Pro. Give your book the spotlight it deserves. I am super proud to tell you that I've had over 36 book awards across 8 publications. Now, I'm just losing count at this point. I just picked up a new book award for advertising for books, and I am just elated to be able to do that. And that's all because of Book Award Pro. You want to find out why they are an amazing marketing resource for your books? Go on over and visit my affiliate link at dalelinks.com/bookawardpro. But before you do that, I just want to let you know that they are running right now a limited time deal. Till January of 2025, you will be able to get 25% off your entire first month of service. That's all the way up to January 31st of 2025 if you use the coupon, or you use the affiliate link of dalelinks.com/bookawardpro deal. If for some reason you're listening to this after that fact, you can just use the Book Award Pro link and it'll be just fine. So again, you want that 25% off your first month of service, dalelinks.com/bookawardpro deal. Otherwise, it's dalelinks.com/bookawardpro. Big shout out and thanks over to Book Award Pro. They're a fantastic team that continue to just improve what they bring to the indie author community and beyond. All right, let's do a friendly little reminder here. Kindle Vella is going away. Oh, I know. You guys are probably going, wait, hang on a second, Dale, you already reported this. But Amazon decided to send out a notification to all account holders again, just to remind them that if you're looking to delist your Kindle Vella series for them, give them till December the 5th. December the 5th is when they will officially have it to where you can unpublish or delist your series from Kindle Vella, and then you can go ahead and publish it elsewhere, or you can put it over into Kindle Unlimited. Actually, you can do in Kindle Unlimited now, I think is one of the things they had said. But I just want to let you know that that's coming up. Now, alternatives, some people wanted to know. I've been exploring some. Later Press is a great alternative. I've heard things about Railroad, Dream, Royal Road. Sound like I said Railroad. Royal Road was one of them. Dream is another one. Let's see here. Wattpad. There are so many. Just explore all the options you have available to you. Now, I'm a little bit biased in telling you that I think Later Press is probably one of the best options because, well, you get 100% of your royalties. Yeah, 100% of your royalties. That is absolutely incredible. So if you've been waiting to get your stuff out of Kindle Vella just as I have, then you won't have to wait too much longer, about another, week and a half, and you'll be able to go ahead and remove it from that. Or you can just let it ride until it closes out in February of 2025. All right, moving a little further forward, I told you self-publishing is on the rise. According to Publishers Weekly, they actually had shared self-publishing's output and influence continue to grow. In the most recent report, Bowker found that number of self-published titles with ISBNs rose 7.2% in 2023 over 2022, topping 2.6 million. According to Bowker marketing manager Andy Kovacs, the continued growth is being fueled in part by the emergence of a growing number of increasingly efficient and user-friendly services such as Drafted Digital, Ingram Spark, and, of course, Kindle Direct Publishing, among others. By comparison, the number of traditionally published titles fell 3.6% to 563,000 titles. It wasn't until 2017 that the number of self-published titles released annually first crossed the million copy mark. But according to Bowker stats, in both 2022 and 2023, self-published titles outpaced traditionally published books by more than 2 million titles, an eye-opening margin. I think we can all agree with that. Trad Pub is a little slower. It's a slower business. Yeah, they're putting out a lot of books on the regular basis, but typically when they're working with an author, there's many things, many tasks you have to go through, many action items you have to complete before your book ever makes the marketplace. With self-publishing, you don't have all those extra things. I mean, unless you put it on yourself. So this is great, and it's very encouraging information. I highly recommend you go read more of this article. It's very insightful about self-publishing, especially if you need to give yourself a little bit of a pep talk, if you will. I want to give a big warning to folks out there that are ally members. You're a member of the Alliance of Independent Authors. Apparently, there have been some phishing emails again. I'll read it to you verbatim. There's an email circulating that appears to offer access to the ally member list for a fee. We believe this to be a phishing email where the emailer pretends to have access to specific data in order to obtain your personal details and payment information. So we strongly encourage you not to respond to the email if you receive one. Please rest assured that our tech team are aware of this email and have confirmed that our security measures remain in place. We have a blog post to help you spot phishing emails and avoid other indie author scams. So all that to say this is be diligent. All right. Keep your head on a swivel. When it goes into your email inbox, always check who is it coming from and avoid clicking on any links unless I most times will automatically just open up my browser and go to whatever the source is. I never click a link with inside the email because there's going to be some instances that someone could spoof an email address and send you to the wrong area altogether. So be careful out there, folks. And if you happen to see something, say something, especially if you're an ally member, let them know when you get an email like that. So that way they can take care of business. All right, speaking of taking care of business, I want to give a big shout out to Kevin from Book Bounty. That's book-bounty.com. Let me give you the TLDR when it comes to Book Bounty. The very first thing is they help you get reviews for your books fast and simple. So essentially it is the legit way of doing author review swaps. You're not doing a direct review swap with anybody in particular. You're actually working with a marketplace of other authors that are looking for books. And anytime that you've reviewed somebody's book, they won't be able to review your book in return. So it kind of blocks them off. So there are a lot of services that are out there like this, like Puppy, like getbooksreviewed.com, like getauthenticbookreviews.com, which I'm going to talk about them here in just a second. But I've been in talks with Kevin over at Book Bounty, and he did share that there have been some significant changes in Amazon community guidelines. And big shout out actually to one of my viewers more recently, about a few weeks ago, when I talked about some of these review services, and they said, hey, the community guidelines had changed. And thankfully, they kind of gave me some more information. And then Kevin was able to pinpoint exactly where the changes happened. And I want to go ahead and share this with you. What is this and why does it pertain to the review sites? If you go into the Amazon community about promotional content and you scroll down to the section about customer reviews, and it will tell you specifically that here are a few examples where a review is not permitted. The customer's eligibility to receive free or discounted products or other benefits in the future depends on the review. Okay, a lot of them, that's not going to change. So these services not affected. The customer's continued membership in a program or club depends on the review. Again, a lot of the services, they don't hold the authors to doing it. They aren't going to ban accounts unless, of course, you're doing fake reviews or AI reviews of some sort. The customer is a member of a review club where sellers or brands give the customer ratings or refer the customer to other sellers or brands based on the review. Again, nothing that pertains to us, and this is the one we need to pay attention to. The customer is a member of a review club where they are asked to register Amazon public profile so that sellers or brands may monitor their reviews of products offered through the club. That's the most contentious point right there that people need to pay closest attention to, because there's a lot of times where you will get a review and on these services, you will know who the review is from and they're having to register their profile. Well, someone like Kevin over at book-bounty.com, he actually removed that. He does not require the reviewers to do it. In fact, they actually will look up the review for the poster that they can share with the author of that specific book. So that's kind of cool. I ended up forwarding this information over to Flavia Kennedy. She is the founder of the new review service called Get Authentic Book Reviews. And we had a great chat about a month ago about authentic book reviews. And she is just on top of her game. And I sent the community guidelines, and she was able to address every single pain point, just as I had mentioned here. The biggest one was that very last one, which was having the public profile available. And give me just a moment here. I'm looking through continued membership. All right, the customer is a member of a club where they are asked to register their Amazon public profile so that sellers or brands may monitor their reviews of products offered through the club. This is different from my competitors, Flavia said, who even allow people to see their Amazon profiles and the overall review rating before they choose who to maintain as their reviewer. At our site, the seller cannot see their Amazon profile. This is private. The other authors don't have access to that information. And in fact, even Flavia recommends that if you're posting reviews for people through services like that, that you have a PIN name of some sort. So that way it protects your identity and there's no shenanigans going on. So big shout out over to getauthenticbookreviews.com. If you want that link, go on down below inside the description. You'll be able to get that. For now, Get Authentic Book Reviews is free through 2025. Take advantage of it. For book-bounty.com, I can't remember how much it was. It was less than $10 per month. It was relatively inexpensive. So again, links inside the description down below. Let them know that Dale sent you on over towards that direction. All right. Amazon Ads just rolled out some new features. Discover the power of video. Meet shoppers where they are with engaging video ads. Here's what they said. Sponsored ads. KDP, it's time to take advantage of one of our most dynamic ad formats on sponsored brands and sponsored display. Video ads can help you captivate shoppers' attention and showcase your products in use. 91% of people say they want to see more online videos from brands. 89% say watching a video has convinced them to buy a product or service, and 96% have watched an explainer video to learn more about a product or service, according to a study by Wise Owl. And all you have to do in order to get into the video ads is you can pop into creating the video. Getting started is easy. Use Video Builder to create a templated video in less than 10 minutes at no additional cost right within the advertising dashboard. Choosing your ad solution, you have options with video. You can launch video ads on both sponsored brands and sponsored display. In our guide, we outline everything you need to know to figure out which solution is right for your products. And speaking of features, there is also another feature Amazon Advertising rolled out called AI Creative Studio. Here, let me tell you exactly what they said. We are inviting U.S. advertisers to test a new open beta experience called AI Creative Studio. AI Creative Studio is a centralized experience that combines AI functionality with expert-level controls and easy-to-follow prompts, enabling advertisers of all skill levels to develop professional quality content. While in the studio, you'll be able to generate, refine, and publish images and videos back to your creative assets space in the Amazon Ads console, all within one experience. Who is eligible to test? Obviously, anybody inside the U.S. region. And if you are in the U.S. region, look into your inbox. You should have gotten a notification, so that way you can go ahead and request. But how do I participate? Simply visit AI Creative Studio and log in using your Amazon Ads account information. Explore the gallery for inspiration. And once you have had a chance to test out the various AI Creative Studio modules, please leave your feedback within their survey link. All right, moving a little further forward, it is the season. It is now getting into the holiday season. It's crazy for me to say this here, folks. Thanksgiving is this week. What are you doing? My gosh. Drafted Digital, just want to let you know, in the U.S., our Thanksgiving holiday falls on Thursday, November 28th. All right, and in observance of that holiday, their offices will be closed from Wednesday, November 27th to Monday, December 2nd. The digital stores we work with will cooperate or will operate on very similar schedules, so you'll want to plan releases accordingly. If at all possible, we highly recommend waiting until Monday, December 2nd to publish or reach out for customer support so that D2D's customer service team can be here to help just in case any problems arise. Moving a little further forward, this one's coming from the folks over at Barnes & Noble Press. They want to let you know there is a last call on their print-on-demand discount and holiday shipping. Haven't taken advantage of our 10% discount on a single POD order over $50? There's still time. This offer is available until November 30th, making it perfect for printing last-minute gifts for friends, family, and fans. Just a reminder, holiday shipping deadlines are fast approaching. Order by November 20th for hardcovers and December 4th for paperbacks to guarantee delivery. That's from press.barnesnoble.com. And Book Vault wants to let you know their Christmas cutoff dates. As the festive season approaches, we want to help ensure your orders can be dispatched in time for delivery before Christmas. To make this possible, please note of the following suggested dates for orders ahead of Christmas. Book Vault bespoke orders, you need to do that by November 22nd. Book Vault UK orders, December 12th. Book Vault US orders December 12th as well. By placing your orders before these cutoff dates, you are allowing a reasonable time frame for orders to be produced and shipped for delivery before Christmas. You've been warned here, folks. And speaking of being warned here, recommended dates from Ingram Spark. All right, same thing. You wanted these things sent to you on a time. United States domestic shipping, you need to order hardcovers by November 22nd, paperbacks for December 6th. United Kingdom and Australia shipping, you're looking at November 29th, hardcover, and December 6th for paperback. And just a heads up too, they are still running the share and sell program deal for the holidays here. This is between November 25th and December 2nd. If you're a US account holder, you can get access to the share and sell e-commerce print program, and it is really phenomenal what you're getting paid as it is. But now they're waiving the $3.50 surcharge that they would do for each one of those sales. So this means you're going to be profiting even more. So if there's any time right now to take advantage of Ingram Spark's share and sell program, now's the time to do it. It's free to do. It's dead simple. All you have to have is an Ingram Spark account, and you can be able to set up a share and sell link. You can share that through social media. You can even have coupons available to a limited capacity if you wanted to, or unlimited if you wanted to. It doesn't matter. So that is good until November 25th to December 2nd. So that means $3.50 that you will be able to put in your pocket. And Ingram Spark is not really going to be profiting anything other than being able to sell some print books through them. So big kudos out to Ingram Spark. All right, this next piece of news, it's a chungus of news. It's coming from the folks over at Publish Drive. Publish Drive, you guys need to calm down over there. Good Lord, what is going on with Publish Drive? It's an aggregate publishing platform, by the way, folks. It's a little bit different when you compare it to platforms like Drafted Digital or Ingram Spark or Lulu, because Publish Drive, you're paying a monthly subscription to distribute your book to a wide array of different stores and outlets and all those types of things. So there's a monthly fee that you pay in order to distribute. But more recently, they just announced that you can publish one ebook for free that will be distributed to 35 different ebook stores. This means that you're not having to pay any monthly fee, and you're getting 100% of net profits that are coming in. This is a dead simple way to kind of go about things. So now that I've kind of talked a little bit about that, now we have to dive into what it is that they need to share with you. All right, holiday content guidelines and instructions for 2024. They have a full guide available on their website, put together by Stephen Griffin on November 20th, where they talk about some of the different guidelines. Stores operating business as usual include Ingram, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Everand, Storytel, Dream, We Hear, 24 Symbols, Tolino, German Networks, Overdrive, CMPIE, and say that 10 times fast, Biblioteca, Repro India, Hoopla, and Gardeners. Now, the other ones that are going to be a little bit more delayed are going to be Audible. So for Audible, the deadline for releases between December 12th and 25th, you want to get it in by November 19th, which means it's already passed. And the deadline for releases between December 26th and January 2nd, you want to get it in before December the 4th. For Kobo, the deadline for delivering assets for promotions or sale events are December the 20th. And Apple Books has avoided making changes between December 23rd and the 30th due to high volumes. Delivery deadlines for holiday releases. Oh, it's a whole list. Go visit that link. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep on reading from this thing, and that just gets boring after a while. Now, what isn't boring is the fact that they're going to be running 2 different webinars here relatively soon. So if you've been on the fence about using Publish Drive, now's the time to go ahead and take advantage. They have a webinar coming up on November 26th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's going to be 1 hour in total. They're going to be talking about print books, PDF creation, margins, Publish Drive tools and key strategies and distribution. You're going to learn how to format professional PDFs for print books, setting margins and layouts like a pro, leveraging Publish Drive's built-in tools to simplify publishing, and proven strategies for effective print book distribution. And in the very next day, they're going to be having another where they're going to be talking about their new ebook cover design tool. Now, I've yet to actually explore this, but I'm going to tell you this heads up. Publish Drive has a very pro AI stance. So if you happen to get your feathers ruffled by anybody that's leveraging artificial intelligence, then you're probably going to see it on over here. Now, do you have to use it in order to use Publish Drive? No. It's available in case you want to use it. And I think they even give you some free tokens to take advantage of it. But now you can actually create your own cover image through Publish Drive. That is super cool. Publish Drive, putting in the cover image generator. You want to get more details about that, dig on into their piece here. But they also have a webinar on November the 27th. That will be at 6 p.m. You're going to have to visit that link. I'm sorry. I think they're doing military time. What are you doing to me here, Publish Drive? But November 27th will be From Manuscript to Market, your fast track to stunning ebook covers. Learn all about their new cover design tool when you go ahead and take a look at that webinar. And I want to give a big shout out to my sponsors, Dibbly Create. They've actually worked with me in a number of different avenues. They have a new podcast available, a new show called Creator Q and AI. And they're bringing in different experts. I'm very fortunate that I will be one of their guests here in the very near future. But they just fired this off. The very first episode is We Need Accountable Leaders with Dr. Vince Molinaro. You say that 10 times fast. And the whole deal with Creator Q and AI is the host actually works with Kip that's built in with Dibbly Create to conduct the interview. And it's actually kind of a fun way to do things. So a big shout out to Dibbly Create on their new venture with Creator QA and I. And join me tomorrow. That's November 26th at 4:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be interviewing the founder of Hidden Gems Books. That's the advanced reader copy tool out there. Hidden Gems Books, fantastic site for getting yourself reviews. But I will be speaking with Craig and Rollin from Hidden Gems Books. We're going to be talking about more reviews, more readers, and what Hidden Gems can do for you as an author. Very, very good. That will be tomorrow, 4:15. Of course, you're listening to this on the podcast, audio podcast. It's probably today then. And I want to give a big rapid fire breakdown of some of the Black Friday deals you need to know now, but I'm going to give you an even deeper dive here relatively in just a second here. Miblart is running a big Black Friday sale. You can get 20% off your next cover designer service when you use Mibble20 Black. That's 20, MIBL 20 BLACK at checkout. That will take 20% off. This is good all the way through, hang on a second, December the 1st. So make sure you take advantage of that. And their sister company, Get Covers, if you're a little bit more cash strapped and you want to still have a great option, Get Covers is the way to go. You use the coupon code BLACK DEALS and you can take 25% off cover design or 30% off marketing materials and design bundles. You can visit Miblart over at dalelinks.com/Miblart and use that code, or dalelinks.com/getcovers and use Black Deals to get your percentage off. Now, this one is very, very time sensitive. In fact, some of the audio listeners, you're probably down to the last minutes of this particular campaign, and my apologies, you're missing this. Press Ranger is an AI-powered tool that helps you find and pitch journalists, publishers, and podcasts to generate good press coverage. I picked myself up a license of this particular one through AppSumo. They're doing a very limited time deal on this one right here for $49, lifetime access. Unfortunately, as I'm recording this podcast, there are 13 hours left on this deal. So if you happen to be listening to this, go get it now. This is not some false sense of scarcity. They're going to be pulling this deal. I discovered it yesterday and I snatched that thing up and I shared it over in Discord, which, by the way, if you're not in Discord, you're missing out on some of this stuff where I'm just bloviating without having to bloviate. But go over, take a look at Press Ranger. I just picked it up and oh my gosh, the database is ridiculous. It's like 500,000 contacts or something like that. Yeah, you can connect with over 2 million journalists, publishers, and podcasts, then manage every media contact using the built-in CRM. Really, really cool. I thought it was so good. It was nuts that you could actually find my name and my podcast within that directory for reaching out to people, which that's not my encouraging people to please reach out to me. I'm not currently hiring or looking to interview any guests on the podcast anytime soon. And the other big deal with AppSumo is running right now. It's a little longer. We got a little, like about a week left of this. It's deposit photos. And this is access to millions of royalty-free stock assets using the content library and generative AI tool. I've used deposit photos for a number of things, including book covers, interior design. I've used it for my thumbnails. I've used it for graphics to promote books, things like that. Deposit photos, really good. They're actually running a deal, $49 for 100 codes. That's 100 different licenses that you can be able to utilize in your business. Highly recommend it. They've only been doing this deal once per year here lately. I haven't seen them. They used to do it like 3 or 4 times per year, but it seems like they've eased off a little bit on it. So go ahead and take a look at that. That's at dalelinks.com/depositphotosdeal. And Pro Writing Aid is getting 50% off right now for a limited time. You want to go ahead and get yourself access over at Pro Writing Aid. Get the lifetime access or the annual access to get the 50% off. I recommend getting the lifetime access of premium. It runs right now $199.50, but I think those of you that are kind of shocked, probably going, oh, that's a lot of money, Dale. Think about it. If you happen to be doing monthly subscriptions to something like Grammarly or even Pro Writing Aid, think about how that adds up in due time. If you have the discretionary expense, I recommend plunk down a couple $100. I didn't get it when it was on sale, so I bought it for the whole $300 back then. Now it's up to $400 for full retail. And I kind of kicking myself, but I'm going to tell you this, that I've made my money back and some by getting that. So dalelinks.com/pro writing aid to get yourself 50% off. And of course, take a look at my favorite email service provider in MailerLite. They're doing 33% off annual plans right now. Save all year long when you visit dalelinks.com/MailerLite. And then my preferred site hosting service, SiteGround, is doing 85% off new hosting plans. So if you're looking to get a hosting plan for your website, go on over to dalelinks.com/SiteGround to get 85% off. I think they said as low as $1.99 per month. I was like, what? You want more deals and information about that? Because there's tons more. I'm going to go ahead and put all that together on Black Friday. That'll be November 29th at 12:15 p.m. Eastern Daytime. Come on over and join me. I'm going to share some of the tools. I'm actually going to demonstrate some of those tools. You do not want to miss out on this live broadcast. It'll be on my main channel. Black Friday deals for authors and self-publishers in 2024. Join me again Friday, November 29th at 12:15 p.m. Eastern Daytime. Big shout out to the fine folks over at Book Award Pro. I can't say enough good things about these guys. They've really hooked me up over the years. And it's not like they're giving me free book awards. They just have been matching me up with the right awards. They can do the same thing for you. Go on over to dalelinks.com/Book Award Pro deal, or excuse me, Book Award deal, in order to get that 25% off your first month of service all the way through January 31st. If you happen to miss that, it's okay. Go to dalelinks.com/Book Award Pro. You'll be able to get an account just the same. What do you think about some of those pieces of news? Was there anything that I missed? Boy, that was a lot. I actually cut down some of the stuff. In fact, let's carry this conversation over in my Discord community. Join me on over there at dalelinks.com/Discord. There are over 1,000 other people hanging out there. I was just having a conversation with my friend Tina Dietz today about Discord. She goes, oh my gosh, that is a very active community. Yeah, dang straight they're very active. I went in there midnight last night and I had a full conversation with people. Like, what are you guys doing? We're hanging out, talking, exchanging some great information, some memes, maybe some pet pictures. That's over at dalelinks.com/Discord. Until later, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you on Black Friday. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Special shout out to my channel members for both the podcast channel and the main channel. Without your support, some projects we do at Self-Publishing with Dale would be much harder to fund. If you want to contribute to the cause, visit dalelinks.com/memberships for details and get your on-screen shout out at the end of each broadcast. Till later, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale, and I'll see you soon.